10 weeks in, Russia continues to test Ukrainians' resolve at the Azovstal steelworks, where the last Ukrainian defenders are holding out. Ukrainian forces say Moscow's assault on the Mariupol plant has intensified, in violation of an earlier pledge to pause military activity to allow civilian evacuations. Meanwhile, the Kremlin has outright denied any storming of the steelworks and has said the Russian army is still ready to provide a humanitarian corridor. Hundreds of civilians, including 20 children, are believed to be hiding in bunkers in the plant, where food and water supplies are running low. The UN has said a new safe passage to evacuate these civilians is underway. Meanwhile, the rest of Mariupol is now under Russian control. There are growing suspicions that President Putin may be trying for battlefield success by the 9th of May, the biggest patriotic holiday on the Russian calendar that marks the Soviet Union's triumph over Nazi Germany.
Germany has made another pledge to support Ukraine with heavy weaponry, announcing today the supply of 7 self-propelled armoured howitzers. Now, the artillery system, which resembles a tank, has a reported range of up to 40 kilometres. The German military will also offer training to Ukrainian troops. Berlin has been under pressure to do more to help Ukraine defend itself against the Russian invasion. Last month, the government agreed to export German-made anti-aircraft tanks.
Authorities in Fiji seized a $300 million yacht of Russian oligarch Suleiman Kerimov on Thursday. The 348-foot luxury vessel, the Armadia, arrived in Fiji last month after an 18-day voyage across the Pacific from Mexico. The US requested Fiji to seize the super yacht as its allies imposed sanctions on Russia over its invasion of Ukraine, which Russia calls a special military operation. Kerimov, the yacht's owner, was sanctioned by the United States in 2014 and 2018 in response to Russia's actions in Syria and Ukraine.
An apparent attack with what witnesses say were axes or knives left 3 people dead in the central Israeli city of Elad on Thursday, the country's Independence Day. Police suspect it was a Palestinian attack. Witnesses and emergency responders reported that 2 attackers, armed with knives, axes or both, targeted passers-by in a park. Police set up roadblocks to try to catch the assailants who fled the scene about 9 miles from Tel Aviv. There have been a series of Arab attacks in recent weeks, mostly targeting civilians. Before Elad, Palestinians and members of Israel's Arab minority had killed 15 people in Israel and the West Bank. Earlier on Thursday, confrontations again broke out between Palestinians and Israeli police at Al-Aqsa Mosque, a site in Jerusalem's Old City that is important in both Islam and Judaism.
Turkey's sky-high inflation rate continues to climb. Prices in the country rose by almost 70% in April, according to new official statistics. The new figure gives Turkey the dubious honor of having the 6th highest inflation rate in the world. It comes as President Recep Tayyip Erdogan continues to insist interest rates be cut to stem inflation, the opposite of what conventional economists recommend. The rising prices are putting further pressure on Turks who are struggling to make ends meet.
Well, long-distance bus company InterCape is pleading for more intervention to stop extortion and attacks against its fleet. It's claiming its buses are being attacked by the taxi industry. The company says the industry has suffered 150 violent attacks on its buses in the past 13 months. In the latest incident, an InterCape bus driver died after being shot outside a depot in Cape Town. The attacks were mainly in key towns and routes in the Eastern Cape, but have now spilled over to the Western Cape and also Gauteng. InterCape CEO Johan Ferreira claims his company has become the latest target after he went public with extortion demands from within the taxi industry.